Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MMA Alerts. UFC reporter Daniel Cormier shared a message from Michael Chandler to start the day. Chandler is going to fight Conor McGregor at UFC 303, which is a very exciting fight. Chandler's last fight was in 2022, and he lost to Dustin Poirier. He is very confident as he gets ready to fight Conor McGregor, whose last fight ended with a serious leg injury against Poirier. On his YouTube account, Cormier said that Chandler sent a video message to many people, showing that he is sure he will win. What's up, guys? See you at the top on June 29th, the message said. Come have a drink with me. Chandler invested in the tequila company Hiatus at the end of last year. For the party, he is planning a one-of-a-kind drink. Chandler's message described a creative way to celebrate and asked people to give him their addresses so he could send them a mix of ingredients to make a drink to celebrate his predicted win over McGregor. He wants people to post videos of themselves drinking this drink on Instagram after he knocks out McGregor. This will show how confident he is and how good he is at advertising before the fight. Cormier said it's a very creative thing, pointing out Chandler's creative way of getting fans excited about his expected success in the cage. Curtis Blaydes feels like his next fight with Tom Aspinall is destined to happen. They are going to fight for the temporary UFC heavyweight championship at UFC 304 in Manchester on July 27th. When they fought again in July 2022, Aspinall hurt his knee 15 seconds into the fight, which finished quickly. Mike Bone of MMAJunkie.com recently talked to me about. Blaydes said he was sure he would get another chance to hit Aspinall. Blaydes said, I knew I would have another chance to fight him again. I wouldn't have been able to tell if it was for a belt or not. As for why it's for a belt, I think it's sweet. Blaydes doesn't hold grudges against his opponents, so he sees the upcoming fight as nothing more than business. Blaydes said, he's a cool dude. There's no beef. I'm not sure if I can, but I want to spread the bad idea that you have to hate the person you're going to fight. I've played sports since I was 9 years old and have never hated any of my opponents. You don't have to dislike someone to fight with them and try your best to win. I know he will try his hardest to knock me out, and I will do the same. But there is no anger behind it. That's just his job, and that's mine. A fight for the UFC welterweight title will be the main event at UFC 304. Leon Edwards, who holds the title, is defending it against Bilal Muhammad. This show has top-level fighters and high-stakes fights, so MMA fans should have a great night. Conor McGregor, the former two-weight UFC champion, recently said that he is changing the way he fights, especially when it comes to bad talk. McGregor is known for his biting tongue and psychological warfare, but he seems to be calming down before his big fight against Michael Chandler at UFC 303. Oscar Willis of the Mac Life talked to McGregor about his return to the cage after being away for almost 3 years. He spoke with a more grown-up tone, which shows that he has changed how he feels about trash talking. I don't think I'll talk like that again. McGregor said it doesn't help me and doesn't do anything useful. You don't seem to care about what's going on. You don't show any feeling. McGregor hurt his leg badly in his last fight, which was against Dustin Poirier. He seems to have thought about how he competes again while he was off. He stressed that he was ready and that he wanted to show off his skills instead of fighting words. This is what he said. I'm ready to go. There's nothing warm or fuzzy about me when it comes to this, man. I can't wait to show you what I can do, man. Oh, yeah, I'm really happy with my mind, body, and spirit. McGregor added, you remain emotionless as he thought about his plan, a blank face and a certain body type. And I know what they are, his set moves, his set patterns for moving, and his set shots. I'm getting ready for a lot of different scenarios and being as ready as I can be. I am sure that all of my shots will fall, though. Fans can expect a more focused and maybe even less provocative version of the Notorious as McGregor gets ready for his return. When he fights Chandler in June, we'll find out if this new way of thinking will help him in the cage. Charles Oliveira wants to get back into the octagon quickly. He wants to fight again in July or August, only 3 to 4 months after his fight with Arman Tsarukyan at UFC 300. Oliveira said at first that he wanted to fight as early as June, but his team told him to calm down and take a little longer off. Also, he was asked to fight Renato Moicano next, but he turned it down because of his current positions and his desire to work his way back up to a title shot. In response, he said he would like to fight Max Holloway instead. In the fight against Tsarukyan, Oliveira also stands by what he did and thinks he won rounds 1 and 3. This belief makes him even more excited to get back into the ring and keep going after his goal in the lightweight division. He told UK fans why they have to stay up late to watch UFC 304 in Manchester this summer. Edwards is the UFC welterweight king. The event will take place at the Co-op Live on July 27th and begin at 3 a.m. local time to fit with the normal pay-per-view plan in the U.S. UFC 304 is the first event in a place in the UK other than London since the last one. British fighters like Paddy Pimblett, Molly McCann, Arnold Allen, and Mohamed Mokaev are on the card. Edwards and Tom Aspinall are the main event as they protect their titles. Edwards said on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani that the original plan was to hold the event in Utah, USA. This would have set the PPV times for American viewers. The PPV slot had already been booked when the choice to move the event to Manchester was made, so the times could not be changed. Edwards said, I think I'll be fighting around 5:30. That means I'll have to change my time zones to account for it. I think the time in the UK should have been right. Dana White told everyone that he wants to thank the fans in the UK and Europe. That would have been a great idea. But things are the way they are. When I talked to Hunter Campbell, I asked, why can't we do it tomorrow? He said it was because of the PPV in the US. They may have said that the PPV was already booked for Utah, which means that the time slot was already reserved. That's why they couldn't change the time with the TV station when they changed it to Manchester. Fighters like Edwards will have to make big changes to their plans because of this late start time, and fans who want to go will have to get ready to stay up all night. Even with the trouble, UFC 304 looks like it will have a great lineup. Edwards and Aspinall are both hoping to give memorable performances that will keep fans interested until the wee hours of the morning. The UFC Louisville event will take place on June 8, 2024 at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. The main event will be very exciting, and there will be a lot of interesting fights in different weight classes. Former 185-pound title candidate Jared Cannonier is back in the octagon after missing a year because of an MCL injury. The last time Cannonier fought was at UFC Vegas 75 in June 2023, where he easily beat Marvin Vettori. Now that he is fully healed, the 40-year-old killer gorilla wants to become the best boxer in the middleweight class again. Nassour Naimavov is ranked 8th in the middleweight class right now. He beat Roman Dolidze UFC Vegas 85 the other night. The 29-year-old fighter wants to build on his previous wins and solidify his place as one of the best in his class by beating Cannonier. Ricky Tercios vs. Raul Rose Jr. In this bantamweight fight, rising star Raul goes up against skilled opponent Ricky Tercios. Both fighters are known for having exciting fighting styles, which means the match should be very interesting. Joshua Marquez and Zach Reese will fight in a middleweight match. Marquez is known for being tough and powerful, and he will be going up against Reese, who wants to make a statement in the division. There are a lot of well-known and up-and-coming fighters on the UFC Louisville show, which makes for a night of really exciting fights. Both Cannonier and Naimavov want to move up in the tough middleweight division, which makes the main event between them very interesting. Cannonier's return from injury and Naimavov's desire for fame make this fight much more interesting and make it look like it will be an exciting showdown. These extra fights with talented fighters like Raul Rose Jr. and Ricky Tercios make the card even more appealing. The main event athletes, Jared Cannonier and Nassour Naimavov, are shown on the official poster for UFC Louisville. See Louisville. It shows how excited and anticipated people are for their fight. As the event gets closer and more fights are revealed, MMA fans can look forward to a night they will never forget in Louisville. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for latest fight updates.